Come on in. Welcome to Coast Football Live. Yes, didn't plan it, so it wasn't advertised. But this is the last Thursday before JUCO football starts with Gulf Coast. That's what I'll be calling JUCO football. And then, of course, next Friday, 16 games will be kicking off with the 17th game that Thursday, the night before, 1 week from tonight, as Ocean Springs will host Meridian. I'm Matt Stats. Welcome to Coast Football here on this Thursday night. Exciting night. You can see behind me the Rock. I guess we can still call it the Rock at USM, as it is Renaissance Stadium for $13.7 million. But it will be always known as the Rock. Appreciate you joining us here on YouTube or on X, and of course on Facebook. Post your comments or questions. Just going to be on here just for a little bit, just to get you caught up on what's fixing to be happening here in the next week. Tonight, I just posted the game predictions, my 10 seasons prior that I started officially picking, and what those records are for those 10 seasons. I believe I do have them up there. So next Thursday, it will be actually early next Thursday. It will be 6 o'clock next Thursday. I will release the picks because Ocean Springs will kick off at 7 as they host Meridian. Game predictions 6 o'clock next week, a special time. Normally it's 7 o'clock, but with Ocean Springs kicking off next week at home. 17 games next week. But first, we want to look at the Jamboree games that are going on tomorrow, and I'll bring them up here. I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but we'll go over them as you. And if there's one missing, please post it in the comments. We'll add it. But Biloxi at Petal, Gulfport will go to Oak Grove, Harrison Central at George County, Columbia at Hancock, East Central at Gaucher, Poplarville at Van Cleve, Moss Point at Hattiesburg, Richton at St. Patrick, St. Stanislaus at Long Beach, Wayne County at Pascagoula, West Harrison at Pass Christian, and Stone at Forest County. Now, we won't do a post-game show tomorrow night, but we will have one. We do have a sponsor for the live post-game show during the season. We still need sponsors for our weekly post, nightly post at 7 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So please contact us to get your business part of Coast Football. But those are the games that are for tomorrow night. And again, if there's any missing, certainly post it in the comments, either right now on the live or on the replay of when you're seeing this. And next Thursday, Gulf Coast, Mississippi Gulf Coast will be hosting Coahoma. I'll be there with the color analyst. Wayne Snow Flurry will be the play-by-play, and we'll have the Gulf Coast Bulldogs next Thursday. So this will be the last Thursday that I'm going live. Again, just for a few minutes, I'm going live on. As at 7 o'clock, I already posted my game predictions, my career that I've picked 10 seasons. This is the 11th season. I'll pick every game. And then at 7:15, it'll be Coast Streaking. So more streaks heading into the 2026 season. I've already posted them the last 2 nights, and I'll post them all together here coming up before kickoff. And if we missed a streak, certainly let us know if we missed a streak heading into the season. On Tuesday, the Tuesday preseason top 25, the only place you'll see all 25 teams ranked. We will have them when? Yes, 7 p.m. So join us for that next Tuesday. And again, if you want your business to be seen by close to 1 million people across social media, on Facebook alone, almost 900,000 views the last 28 days. It's only going to get more. Certainly get in contact with us, because it'll go this, like this stream is going across YouTube, X, and of course Facebook. And I appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. The star cards I will post at 7:45 tonight. It's going to be posted, all the star cards we have for this season. Again, just because your player is not on a star card does not mean that they're not being watched and they're not known. They are certainly known. When you think of 25 teams and having anywhere from 50 to 70 players on the roster, there's going to be some players missed. So we'll post all the star cards. I think there's 75 of them at 7:45 here tonight, as it is, what time is it? Almost 7:30. So a few more minutes I'll be on. As again, you see the jamborees for tomorrow night. Great to get out there to support your team. It will cost money. I know a fan had asked about if they did cost money to get into the games. I've seen $5, I've seen $7, and I'm not sure if it's cashless or if you have to buy the ticket on the GoFundMe app. I'm not sure on that, but again, you can see the games. And if we're missing a game, please let us know. And tomorrow night, I will not be at the headquarters, but I certainly will retweet the scores at Coast Football on X, and then on Facebook, I can share the scores. And again, these jamborees, some of them are 1 quarter, some of them are 4 quarters, but then it's not a regular game per se, but it does give a good feel for the players to hit anyone else besides their own teammates. So it's certainly look forward to football. And of course, you have MHAS, the private schools that are playing tomorrow night, including Christian Collegiate, that will be playing Snook, will be at Christian Collegiate, and they should play their games off of Brody Road in D'Iberville, and somebody can correct me if that's not the case. So that is the jamborees for tomorrow night, as football 2026 is here. I had the region predictions. I'll repost those. Everything to get you informed, to get you ready for this 2026 season. The coach rankings, like say on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll have the matchups for that week 1, which will start again on Thursday, as Ocean Springs will host Meridian. That will be at 7 o'clock. Everything is at 7 o'clock. But the game predictions this next week, the first one will be at 6 o'clock, being Ocean Springs is kicking off hosting Meridian there at Hugh Pepper Field. And then again, the live post-game show, we do have a sponsor. We certainly appreciate that. And also, we are looking for sponsors for the nightly post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday post there. So any comments or questions? We're going to have a great post-game show. We're going to have coaches on there. Yeah, and besides coaches, we'll have guests on there. We'll try to get some players on there, and we'll try to get you, the fan, on there. We certainly will try to get you, the fan, to be on the post-game show. I'm trying to share this other screen here before I get off. And again, you see USM behind me, the rock. That was, I don't know what year that was taken. I took that picture. I can't even see what teams are playing. But again, they sold the rights to the name to Renaissance Stadium for $13.7 million. But we're going to call it the Rock still. A lot of things coming up here this season. Again, check out the game prediction, my stats for 10 seasons, and then coming up here at 7:30 or 7:15, they should have already posted the streaks, coast streaking. I did post the offense and defense, offensive tendencies from 2025. Interesting. I deep dive into that to see who's rushing the ball, who's passing the ball more as far as per game. And some of it is not surprising. Some of it is definitely not surprising on who's rushing the ball the most. As I'll bring it up here on the screen. as you can see there, well, it's not going to get any bigger there. So as you can see there, from the highest to lowest, how many rushes per game. You see East Central rushed the ball 46 times. Look for them not to rush as many. They do have a good quarterback, and they look to throw the ball a little bit more this year. Of course, Poplarville will always run it. Picayune will run it. George County. So again, no surprising here. Let's state champions. Let's say right there in the 8th, 35 times that they rush the ball per game. So that's interesting. You thought that they may do it a little bit. And this right here is, again, throwing the ball. So Gaucher, almost 32 times that they throw the ball game. Hancock, of course, they were at Case and Canaan. Now they have Wedgeworth. Still Coach Michael King there as the head coach. Pass-Christian, Paris Trivillon, Coach Stockstill. Burks, they're the wide receiver. I just shared their 20 countdown to kickoff. WLOX just did their preview. Watch that on the timeline there at Coast Football. So Biloxi looks to, with their new head coach, that was a defensive coordinator last year, threw the ball almost 24 times a game there. So we shall see. The regional predictions again were out, and it's just a matter of what team is boiling at the right time heading into region predictions, region play. So that's what those predictions are. Our predictions, we'll see, and it could be changed after these non-region games. Again, they'll start next Thursday. In fact, next Thursday, a week from tonight. 17 games next week with Ocean Springs hosting Meridian. And then it goes all the way down to the 16 games that I already posted a quick look at. So I'm fixing to head off here on this Thursday night and enjoy the jamborees for tomorrow. Again, you have any questions, comments, again, feel free. I'll answer them on this live as I'm fixing to sign off, and then on the replay. If you want to be a sponsor to be seen by about 1 million or so folks across social media, please DM us. So appreciate you guys joining us on this short live stream, and also post who you want on the post game show as far as any particular coaches. I might get somebody on here if you guys want them on the live stream. So, all right, well, that's going to do it. I certainly appreciate it here for a few minutes, and enjoy the star cards coming out at 7:45, and we have something coming out every day, keeping you informed, ready to go. All right. Stats is out.